Okay, so I've put in the hinges, finished everything on the other side in this top vent section. I've now flipped it over. I've done a little bit of cleanup. There's a little bit more cleanup to go. For this side, it's a matter of making sure there's no holes or sharp edges or places where it can rust. Most of this is behind a dashboard, so looks aren't a premium, but strength is. We've actually got a lot of the spare parts for this bulkhead sitting in a depot about 10k away that didn't get here in time for the long weekend, but surprise, surprise, that's to be expected. In the meantime, though, we've got plenty of other bits and pieces we can get on with. This little curved section here, I think I said in the previous video I was going to pull this out and replace it with the yellow one, but on closer inspection all of the spot welds are holding really well. There's no rust underneath these welds that I can see, and so I'm just going to patch it. I think for the sake of stability and not putting too much heat or messing around with this bulkhead too much, I'm just going to patch that, and that should be golden. We've still got this this connector for the what would you call it, the transmission tunnel and stuff. There's a lot of rust around there that needs to be fixed. We're waiting on the tub for the driver's side. We're waiting for the pillar on the driver's side, but I can definitely complete the repairs on the passenger tub. It doesn't look too bad. I haven't hit it with a wire brush, but apart from, well, we might be able to bang that out, or might just end up replacing it. I'm not sure, but it doesn't look too bad. Now we're going to attack this area of the passenger side well of the bulkhead. There's also a small patch to do here. It's only the outer skin, the inner skin's actually in quite good condition, so this will be just a simple patch. But this one, I'm going to actually cut out the whole section from the yellow bulkhead, which is over here, and marked out the area that I'm going to cut. It is actually double skinned, so I'm going to cut this out first to use as a template on the cutout for over there. What may happen in the course of repairs is, as I cut that apart, I might be repairing each skin individually, or I might just be welding this as a full patch. I'm not sure yet. I'll sort of see how it sort of comes along. But yeah, this should be pretty simple. Alright, so we've finally received some parts. There's that aftermarket driver's side footwell that we've been chasing. And here's the door pillar. It came in two pieces, the bottom and the mid rail. I spot welded. I went a little bit overboard with the spot welds, but that's alright. And I threw a couple of MIG welds around the place where they shouldn't get into too much trouble. That's a fairly significant joint, the bulkhead to the chassis. And in the meantime, I've just been carefully cutting out the whole footwell and cutting out the remains of the pillar and where that goes. So there's going to be a fair bit of fettling going on as far as getting them all to match up and everything. I've actually, just to make sure that everything's good, I've gone from a measurement from there to wherever the other side is to make sure that it all goes back together properly on the chassis when the time comes. I've still got a little bit of work to do on the passenger footwell, clean up on the inside, which is all seen. There's also a hole over there that needs a touch of patching. But yeah, it's going to be a bit of fun getting this all together, but I think we'll be good. Alright, so this is really strange. So I've got everything lined up nicely. Even up here at that compound bend, everything looks like it's going to work pretty well. These holes here are lined up, so I know that the distance down is good. My measurement that I took previously before cutting it up from here to here measures out really well. It fits really well across this tab here, and with a little bit of work in here, down there, all looks good. But I've got this bloody gap here, and I don't know what to do. I'm tempted to just add some more steel in there because everything's lining up quite nicely, but yeah, I mean, I'm aware aftermarket stuff isn't perfect, so maybe that's the case, but yeah, I mean, look, even these bloody holes line up, so I mean, how is that so wrong? Anyway, I have to have a think about this one. I'll make this the last time we talk about this bulkhead, hopefully. After some fettling, I've managed to reduce that gap there to just that. I'll patch over that, that's not a big deal. The final remaining jobs for this bulkhead is obviously to fully weld this all up. I've managed to spot weld that whole side brace here. There's still some welding to do over there. The support that's on this side I had to cut off for access here, and I've going to take that off the donor bulkhead. There's a little brace in there, if you can see in the corner, just there. I may or may not put that in. I'll just have a look at how it feels after I've fully welded it. But other than that, the only other jobs is this side's not too bad, but the other one, which is a mount for accessories or windows or whatever, the one on the other side is a bit garbage, so I'll steal that off the yellow one. And obviously the transmission sort of tunnel area just in there, that's all a bit rooted, so we'll steal that off the other bulkhead. Obviously there's a few bits and pieces here to fix up, but other than that there's not really a lot more to talk about. So hopefully we got a bit of a photo montage of this thing getting completed today.